Hello, everyone, and welcome to Change Makers Breaking Barriers, the monthly podcast where we share the incredible stories of our amazing volunteers who join us at the M&M Foundation in Villanueva Casanare. I'm your host, Sofía Peña, and today I'm thrilled to introduce someone who has brought with her an incredible cultural mix and a positive energy to our team. She was born in the United States to Colombian parents from Cartagena, moved to Italy at the age of 10, and even complete her last high school year in Taiwan. At just 20 years old, she's here with us in Villanueva, helping our studying students to improve their English and sharing her unique perspective on the world. Welcome, Avril. How are you feeling today?
Hello, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you. I'm doing great.
Okay, could you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your background, please?
Absolutely, yeah. So I was born and raised in Chicago, Illinois, up to the age of 10, and I moved later on to Italy, where I pursued my studies, and I also did a year abroad in Taipei, in Taiwan. Um, yeah, that's basically it. I study political science in the University of Pavia in Italy, which is 30 minutes away from Milan, and very glad to be here.
Okay, with your experience as a global citizen, what motivated you to volunteer in Colombia, especially in a small town like Villanueva and at such a young age?
Um, the main reason why I wanted to come to Colombia to volunteer was to get more in touch with my culture. I never had the privilege of living here, although my whole family is from here. And I wanted the opportunity to get to know more about the culture, better my language and my speaking skills, and as well as have the opportunity to teach children and get some work experience in me.
Okay, and what about before coming to Colombia? What were you doing?
I was doing exams in university. I came exactly a week after I finished doing my last exam, which was absolutely terrible, but we made it, we passed, and I have to go back to do more exams.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah.
And I understand that your main role during your time at the foundation was to help children improve their English. Okay, how was it working with both primary and high school students?
It was quite refreshing to have such vigorous students, I have to say.
Okay.
Um, I loved working with the high school students because since we're kind of close in age, it was a lot more fun being able to talk to them and having like full conversations.
Yeah.
So it was very much, it was very fun. It was very fun for sure. And with primary, it was really nice to see how eager they were to learn and how much motivation they had. So it was great. It was great.
Yeah. I have also heard that you spend time teaching our little ones from Casa Nicolò, who are among the most vulnerable. How was the experience for you?
It was quite the experience, I have to say. I had never taught such young children before, so I had to figure out how to adapt to them.
Yeah, that's
For
true.
sure, they're very energetic, and so
Yeah.
you have to keep up your energy with them and keep
Yeah.
them in check. Yeah, no, absolutely. It takes a lot, honestly, but they're so cute. I loved working with them, honestly. It was so satisfying when they actually managed to like do the work on their own after explaining to them. It brought a lot of satisfaction, especially because they were so young.
Yeah. The my favorite thing is that when you arrive, they like hug you.
Yes, no, it's so cute. I love that. And today I had to say goodbye, unfortunately. And they all came to me and they're like, no, Professor Avril, don't leave. I'm like, stop. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry.
Okay. How do you think learning English can change the life of these kids?
I think English right now in the world is extremely important, especially since we are in a small location, we're in a small town. It opens so many doors for them and
Yeah,
so many
that's true.
possibilities to get like a higher education, more possibilities of getting into good universities or just getting recognized and
Yeah.
having more output to the world in general. So
Yeah.
it's extremely essential.
And how do you think your story can inspire young people in Villanueva and Colombia?
Um, I like to believe that I'm very humble, and I don't believe I should inspire anyone. But if I had to give some advice, it would definitely be to be kind, to be eager to learn and to give back, and to just experience everything you can and put yourself out there.
Yeah, that's true. From your perspective, how does the M&M Foundation make a difference in the community?
Well, for starters, it was the only volunteer project that I saw that actually gave me the sense that it was doing something. So that's like the main reason why I chose it in the first place. The fact that I felt that it was giving back to the community, that it was actually trying to make a change, giving, for example, the Dreamers.
Yeah.
Yes, which are basically Venezuelan kids that are being housed in their other location, who are very, very vulnerable children, and they're such kind kids. I had the privilege of getting to meet the girls, and they're absolutely adorable, and they're so sweet. And the fact that they're doing things like that, they're doing things like in M&M to help these kids is amazing. That's, I think.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Exactly, exactly.
How important do you think it is to give children opportunities like this at a young age?
It's essential. Honestly, it's essential. I feel like the younger you are, the more prone to vulnerabilities you are. So everything that comes along at a young age is going to influence you in the future. And it all starts with education.
Yeah.
It all starts with education. Cannot emphasize this enough. The more you know, the more you learn, the more opportunities you're going to have in life, and the more you can actually get out of it.
And what has been the most rewarding part of working with students at the foundation?
The most rewarding part, I would say, how comfortable students feel around me. It definitely brought a lot of comfort to see how much kids can actually appreciate a student that cares. Like, I didn't think I was gonna feel this way about teaching, because it was my first time teaching like
Yeah.
such a wide range of
Yeah.
different ages and kids and with different backgrounds and everything. So I wasn't really sure what
And
to
in a
expect.
new place.
Exactly, in a new place as well. So I wasn't quite sure what to expect. But I love the fact that I was explaining and they were ready to learn, that they would ask me questions, that they were interested in me, that I could ask them questions and they'd tell me everything and be open to discussing whatever they felt like.
But I think that it is for your personality. You are like a very happy person and you're
Thank
always
you.
smiling.
Thank you, thank you.
What do you think students gain from having classes and direct interactions with volunteers like you, coming from different parts of the world?
Mm. I feel like the main thing would definitely be like having a diverse look on the out like in the world, because like since everyone's from different parts of the world, you get like a different like different heritage, different
Yeah.
culture, different languages for sure, and ways of thinking, like mentality wise. Like the way I act and how I think doesn't always concise with the Colombian mentality, although my whole family's from here, and that goes for everybody. So having that difference and that diversity definitely
Yeah.
gives them,
Um, Having lived in such different cultures, do you feel like you belong to one place or a little bit or to all of them?
um this is a question I get a lot. I never know quite how to answer it. I feel like I'm just like everywhere, completely everywhere. Like my heart goes wherever my people are. Like whenever I find people I get attached to or that make me feel welcomed, like here or at home or accepted, that's where I feel good. So
Yeah.
I can't say I'm fully American or fully Italian or fully Colombian, but I definitely feel like a little piece of me is in each place. So
Okay, now that I know a little more about you and your background, which language do you feel most comfortable speaking, and how many languages do you speak?
So to start off, I speak 4 languages.
Four languages.
Yeah.
Okay.
I speak Spanish, Italian, English, and technically Mandarin.
Okay,
Technically,
technically, yeah.
I don't claim that I speak it perfectly. I have a long way to go for that, for sure. But I can work around it.
Okay.
So I feel most comfortable speaking um, probably English and Italian. Since I don't have the opportunity to speak Spanish as often as I would like, I tend to be more confident in the other ones.
Yeah, I understand you.
Yeah, yeah.
Now something personal, okay?
Yes.
What's a memory or a special moment from this experience that you will never forget?
Um, I would say I had the opportunity to go to these waterfalls and a river. It was so beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called, but it was absolutely beautiful. And I went with other 2 volunteers that were here.
Yeah.
Um, one of them who is actually a really good friend of mine now, whose name is Frank, and Sean, who's another really great friend. And it was absolutely amazing. And they were like thermal waters, and it was hot and cold, and these beautiful, beautiful waterfalls. Like absolutely amazing.
Um, what do you hope the students remember about you after you leave?
Um, I would hope they would be reminded the fact that a mission can go a long way.
Mhm.
I feel like that's something that I've internalized a lot as a person. I'm a very ambitious person. I'm very hungry for knowledge, very hungry to do as much as I can with little time possible I have on this earth. I want to give back and I want to do more. And I hope the kids have felt that and have received that as well as a person, and also to be happy. Like, there's always like pros to everything, like to have a positive outlook on the world.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, would you recommend volunteering abroad to other young people like you?
Absolutely, absolutely. Volunteer, travel, get to know people, learn different languages, do everything you can. You live only once. That's like my motto in life. You know, do as much as you can if you have the possibility to. Travel as much as you can if it's to a different town or to a different country around the corner. Just get to know people. That's enough. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, after this experience in Villanueva, what are your plans for your next adventure?
My next adventure, I have quite a few travels ahead of me for sure. Um, I am not quite sure what adventure I might have. Honestly, I think I just travel around, meet as many people as possible, make new connections. Everything that comes along with that is a blessing.
Yeah. Um, if you had to describe this entire journey in just one word, what would it be and why?
Um, oh, oh, that's a tricky one. That's a
Yeah.
tricky one. Um, I would say probably growth. I felt like I've an awareness, growth and awareness,
Okay.
awareness to the different opportunities that are given to us. Sometimes I need to be grounded by all the privileges that I've had in my life and be reminded that not everyone has those,
Yeah.
and that it is important to give back and to put ourselves in other people's shoes and to realize that not everyone, because sometimes I feel like my problems are so big,
Yeah.
they're huge, and then I realize they're actually nothing, they're absolutely nothing. And it really helped me to grow as a person and mature in a certain way, to realize that everything we have is precious. and
Yeah.
we have to treasure that.
Before we wrap up, could you share a final message for the students at the foundation or in general for the entire M&N family?
Absolutely. I'd love to thank everyone that's been extremely kind. Everyone was so welcoming. This is definitely an experience that I will treasure in my heart for the rest of my life. Hopefully, I'll come back eventually,
Yeah,
someday. No, absolutely.
that sounds great.
Yes, yes, 100%. But I'm very grateful to have experienced this volunteer for sure. And if I could, I would recommend it 100% to anyone that has the opportunity to come.
Okay. Thank you so much, Avril,
Of course.
for sharing your story with us. I think that it is all. We end this podcast,
Yes.
and the family, the M&M family, are really happy to have you here.
Oh, that's
I
so
think
sweet.
that you're a
Thank
very
you.
kind person, and you're one of my favorites volunteer.
Oh,
So
you're so
thank you.
sweet. Thank you. No.
Um,
Yeah?
Hans, ¿cómo